Hey, good morning, everyone. I hope everyone's been doing okay. The holidays has just passed. Today is the 27th, I believe. And I'm excited to post this video because I'm going to be doing a little series, I guess you could say, of different local Philly roasters coffees that I got for Christmas that I would love to review and try with all of you on the channel. So these are them here. We have ReAnimators. We have ReAnimator. We have Green Street Coffee, and we have Pilgrim. And these are the five here, and these are going in roast order from right to left. We have an Ethiopian. This is a blend, I believe. Brazilian. We have Colombian, another Colombian, and another Colombian. So really excited to do this. I've been wanting to do more exploring within the Philly area of different roasters, getting their beans, trying them out, and just kind of not only just invest into the community, but get a better understanding of what is in Philly and the ones that I would love to frequent more and support more outside of me just roasting my own coffee, so it kind of gives me a better understanding of what professional roasted coffee tastes like, and it gives me a much better a benchmark to shoot for when roasting my own coffee. So we're going to start with this here. This is a ReAnimator's coffee. It's an Ethiopian roasted coffee called Duromina. It's from the Agaro region with elevation at 1900 meters above sea level. And the notes here are dried berry, white peach, and key lime. So really excited to try. It's a washed coffee. I also have a green bean Ethiopian that's roughly around the same elevation where it was grown in Ethiopia. It's a different region, so obviously I think it's going to be a completely different batch of coffee in terms of tasting qualities, but just excited to try this because mine's washed as well, and I can get a much better understanding of where maybe I want to be at flavor wise when roasting it. So what I'm going to do is, because I'm literally trying this fresh, I haven't even opened this yet, we're going to be dialing this in together, so there may be some mistakes along the way in terms of getting the prep right, but excited to try this with you guys, and let's get going. All right, so these are going to be, all right, so let's get this cracked open. It smells really nice. Here's the beans. So a smaller species of bean. You can see that. So now I have an idea of what I want to shoot for, at least color-wise, when roasting these. The beans that I have. Definitely is a light medium roast for sure. It really has a nice smell. But let's get it weighed up. All right. So we want to shoot for 19.5 grams. I'm going to shoot for just my number I've been striving towards when prepping my coffee. And it's been working. Oh, get out a couple. 19.4, I think that's fine. Now, because this was roasted on the 10th, so we're looking at pretty much 2.5 weeks of life after the roast, I'm gonna say, in terms of the grind setting, I think we could shoot for, let's say, 6. Let me just try to get out any extra grind sitting in there. But yeah, we're gonna try the 6 setting out. And I feel like that's a fair point to start. When I was roasting this coffee, when I was brewing this coffee here, I don't know if it's because it was a darker roast and it made the bean more dense. I had to grind it at 8 for for an espresso. So I'm thinking 6 should be a fair point to start at, and then we can kind of go from there if it looks pretty bad on the brew. But let's get this grinded. Okay, put that over there. So I'm really excited to try all of these. I've never been to ReAnimator, but only have heard good things about it. Actually, that's a lie. I did stop in one time with a girlfriend. We both wanted to stop in on a weekend, so she could do some video editing for her YouTube, and I was just reading up on roasting coffee. I had a book that was recommended to me that I showed earlier in the year on the channel, and it was just getting a much better understanding of how to roast more efficiently, or just build a foundation to work off of. So I was there. I ordered an espresso that was very good, and got a pastry, of course, and it was a great experience. It was the one in where was it? Like, it's in South Philly, I guess you could say. East of Broad West of Broad Street? No, East of Broad Street. Maybe somewhere near 13th, I want to say. That's where it was. It was a really nice little coffee shop. But had it there. I don't know which one I tried. I didn't ask. But since that visit, I've always wanted to get into the shop and just pick up a few different bags of coffee to try on the channel with you all, and just to try for myself too personally, because I just love trying different roasted coffees, because you never know what you're gonna get. So really excited to try this. It's a washed Ethiopian, so it kind of will give me somewhat of an idea just in terms of what I want to strive towards maybe on my washed Ethiopian green bean that I have. So just excited. Holidays was great too. Had a good Christmas. I spent it down here with my girlfriend's family. I didn't get to go up to New York to see mine. I did a lot of back and forth traveling to New York this summer and fall, and just figured I can give myself a little bit of a break in terms of traveling, especially during a crazy holiday time like Christmas. The traffic gets insane, and having lived in New York my whole life, I was like, I felt like just 1 year of just not going and not dealing with traffic and the traveling and stuff, which would be all right. But it was a nice time in Philly. Getting the bags of coffee, definitely for some of the highlights for sure in terms of the gifts. I just love it, man. I just love the whole. I love everything about coffee. You know, that's why I'm making this YouTube channel. I've made the YouTube channel to just kind of provide my experiences with you all. Honestly, I feel like I really haven't found too much of a purpose with the channel yet. I honestly just like doing the tastings and dialing in and the experiences with you all. I think it's fun. Like it's definitely a good time to pass the time for sure. And it's fun, you know, like why not provide my experience with everyone. Okay. All right. So here we go. I have it all set up. Got the auto timer prepped, and let's see how this prep was. Just gonna hold the pre-infusion down for a little bit once I hear the boiler start. All right, let's see. It's a little fine. It's a little fine. Let's give it some time. So I think I'm going to shoot for 1 to 2. I think what I'm also going to do is I'm going to up the setting to 7. I'm going to prep it there for future pulls. and possibly a second pull for this video if this doesn't come out too great. Okay, we're at 40.7 at 36 seconds. 41, okay. All right. Here's the coffee here. Nice head of crema. Definitely a lighter color, you could see. It was a little long, 37 seconds, and I pulled a 41-gram shot. I don't think that's terrible. Definitely was a little too fine, which is okay. It does smell pretty nice. I don't remember what the tasting notes are, so let's see if I could pick anything out. I really do want to get a tasting chart, for sure. What do I taste? I guess you can taste a little bit of like a bitter key lime pie. Yeah, I think that was one of them, right? Let's see. Okay, so dried berry, white peach, and key lime. I definitely taste like a sweetness as in a key lime, but definitely on the bitter side. I mean, you could totally taste I feel like you could definitely taste like a combination of a dried berry. I feel like it's more of a raspberry if I had to pick a berry that I'm tasting, and a white peach. There is some type of like stone fruit taste there. It is sweeter, but I think it's not really like punching a specific fruit exactly like a white peach for me. I haven't had many white peaches. I feel like I could definitely see it having a white peach taste to people. That really tasted good. Even though the shot was longer of a pull shot, it had such a great taste. That's a really enjoyable one. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna check the Ethiopian beans that I have and see if the tasting notes are similar, because if so, I think I know exactly what I'm going to shoot for. All right, so I just checked the bag. We're looking at caramel, hibiscus, lemon, and lime. So there's a great chance that these are pretty similar in terms of taste. So excited for that. I think with that noted, I'm going to shoot for like a light medium roast, so I'm going to aim more for like maybe a high 400s, like low to mid 410s. Drop temp when I finish roasting, when I do mine, because I would love for it to taste like this. This is great, man. ReAnimator coffee. Definitely stop by if you are in Philly. Stop by. I think another thing I've always wanted to do too, or have thought of, was like when I do roast coffee, I would love to like provide more information on the farm, the farmers who farm the coffee. This doesn't specify who the farmers are. It just says grown by smallholder farmers in the Agaro region of Ethiopia. It's possible the farm could be Duromina, or the organization of the farmers could be called Duromina. But wow, really, really good. ReAnimator, they're not messing around. They do really good coffee, as you can see from my reaction at least. But for the next bag that I'm going to try, it's going to be one of their blends. It's going to be their foundation blend. There's another light medium roast, but we'll get a dark cacao, a ripe blueberry, and toasted walnut. and it's a blend between South America and Africa. So if I had to assume for those regions, South America and Africa, you're probably looking at Ethiopian and maybe Brazilian or Colombian for the blend. But anytime I see blueberry as a tasting note, I get excited. It's definitely one of my favorite foods to have. But that's going to be it for this one. I appreciate you guys tagging along. I'll provide information in the description for the video of this specific roast if you guys are interested in getting a bag for yourself, or at least looking into that that green bean. So yeah, I'll provide information there, and stay tuned for the next one. ReAnimator's Foundation roasted coffee should be a good one. I appreciate you guys tagging along, and see you next time.